Welcome back everyone for Lesson 7, and in this lesson we're going to learn more about vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. Now at least 25% of Americans report the use of dietary supplements each day, and as many as 35 to 40% of them occasionally. For people engaged in physical activity, the estimates are as high as 50%, and in some sports, like bodybuilding, 60 to 100% of the participants report using supplements. This high use of supplements has created a $4 billion industry that constantly bombards the public with advertisements, but we're going to focus on micronutrients in terms of their real function within our bodies and why it's important for our clients to consume them properly during training. Therefore, the learning outcomes for Lesson 7 include being able to describe the vitamins and minerals that are required to maintain a healthy body. Also be able to discuss some of the major dietary sources of micronutrients. We want you to be able to understand the role of micronutrients on the repair and growth of tissue. And lastly, know how to describe the effects of exercise training on micronutrient requirements. Now, because most of this information is presented in graphs, you want to be sure that you've accessed the written portion of this lesson as well. Now, in addition to consuming the macronutrients that we've described before this lesson, humans must also consume relatively small amounts of certain micronutrients within their diet to maintain health. In addition to being found in foods, micronutrients are available individually or in a variety of combined preparations referred to collectively as supplements. Some of the clients that you work with might consume large quantities of these supplements with the mistaken belief that they will help to prevent infection or injury, speed up recovery, or improve performance. But some minerals are likely to do more harm than good, especially when overconsumed. Although vitamin and mineral supplementation may improve the nutritional status of people who consume marginal amounts of micronutrients from foods and may improve performance in athletes with a deficiency, there is still no evidence that indicates doses in excess of the RDAs will improve performance. Since a sustained deficiency of an essential vitamin or mineral will result in ill health, an unhealthy client is not likely to perform physical activity to the best of their potential. Vitamins are organic compounds that are needed in small quantities in the diet. They are essential for specific metabolic reactions that occur in the body and for promoting normal growth and development. With the exception of vitamin D, which can be synthesized in the presence of sunlight, vitamin K, and small quantities of selected B vitamins, which can be produced by the bacterial microflora of the gastrointestinal tract, vitamins are not produced by the human body and must be consumed in the diet. Although vitamins do not directly contribute to the energy supply that we use, they play an important role in energy metabolism and reusable coenzymes in many metabolic reactions. Many vitamins, particularly those from the B group, are cofactors in the pathways of energy metabolism, including glycolysis and the electron transport chain. A deficiency of some of the B group vitamins that act as cofactors of enzymes in carbohydrate and protein metabolism causes premature fatigue and an inability to maintain a heavy training program. Still, other vitamins play a role in heme synthesis and red and white blood cell production, such as folic acid and vitamin B12, or assist in the formation of bones, connective tissue, and cartilage, such as vitamin C and vitamin D. Several vitamins, including A, C, and E, will act as antioxidants to help protect the body tissues against the potentially damaging effects of free radicals. Vitamin deficiencies are known to inhibit body function and impair health. Indeed, most of the vitamins we know now were first recognized by the deficiency symptoms and illnesses that arose when their intake was inadequate. Although poor diets are the main reason for micronutrient deficiencies among more seasoned athletes, regular strenuous exercise like that your client does can contribute to deficiency. Eating a well-balanced diet can easily correct these deficiencies, with the possible exceptions of shortfalls in iron and calcium, which might still need supplementation. If you suspect that your client lacks the awareness or knowledge of proper dietary practices, or maybe lacks the time for food preparation, or maybe follows the misleading advertisements for micronutrient supplements, they can still be redirected with coaching that walks a fine line between providing information and doing what we call playing the expert and actually increasing the client's awareness. But we have to be careful about this because as coaches, we have to be able to coach without preaching or reciting just facts for our client. But there should be no fear of providing qualified dietary advice if you're keeping up with your client's progress toward their goals. So it's okay to ask questions that invariably could lead to a no response, but at least you have defined your client's boundaries and you can work on that much first. Consider trying some of these statements with your client to engage them in conversation. First, I'm wondering if I can share a thought I have about your food logs. Or, I'm curious, do you think that you're getting enough protein? Lastly, try asking your client, I have a few ideas about your eating plan that I'd like to share with you if you're willing. From there, where you take the conversation depends on your client's responses and your experience as a coach, but you want to inform your client without playing the expert, and you want to be able to support them, yet assess what their knowledge is by asking good questions.